Reality is slapping us in the face today.
All you have to do to not have a concern is follow the approved plans. As long as you follow the approved plans.
And the consequences of construction have never been more clear.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Around every corner is another obstacle.
They put a screw through a wire. Then we have a problem.
And today we're trying to play it safe.
It's like the weight of it was gonna plunge you to your death.
And pass this inspection.
Submit one plan and stick with it. It'd be easier.
That's insane.
That's like right after we left yesterday.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I hope the person was okay.
I mean,
Someone was definitely in that when it happened.
yeah, what is that it was moving? There's like a big gray box. I don't know what it is. Well, that guy probably had a fun ride, and my experience is most guys that drive machines like that not wearing their seatbelt because they're just so used to it and comfortable and confident. I hope that wasn't a rental and the homeowner trying to do his own excavation, because that's more likely than somebody who drives that machine all day, every day. But that's what happens when you get up here on the mountain and you try to get willy-nilly. Sometimes bad things happen, so gotta be safe out there, guys.
That's why I'm always scared of you in the excavator.
Yeah, that guy just didn't have a wife to be like, be careful!
That's the problem, exactly.
Hey! Be careful!
Thanks.
If he had a wife to do that, he probably wouldn't have tipped over.
A little bit of excitement this morning with that excavator tipped over. Luckily, it's not at our house, but there is someone exciting at our house. We haven't had an inspection in a while, and today is our framing inspection for the roof over the deck. Bright and early. Hello.
Glad that wasn't your excavator.
I know. Did you see that?
I think the window was shattered. Did you
Oh,
see?
we were trying to see it. We didn't see.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
it was all shattered.
Oh, it's wild. That would have been so scary. if
I
you did
know,
that.
I know.
Over like that.
Good morning.
How's it going?
That's my favorite YouTubers.
Good to see you.
Is there no end to the projects here?
I don't think
That's
so.
what it feels like.
We're doing the framing on this?
Yeah.
Right?
One day we'll be done with this.
Then you'll have nothing to do.
Yeah, exactly. We'll go crazy.
So you also have an addition on the back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's already all been inspected. It's like the next thing is final.
So is this part of that permit?
Yeah, said once we get this framed up to call for a framing
Yeah.
inspection on this.
So this was permitted all of it together.
Mm-hmm.
This deck was existing, so we got new deck framing here and then roof over all of it.
Yep.
Did you see the excavator tipped over this morning?
I sure did.
Scary.
Yeah, that's a bad thing. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
They were excavating there last night when we drove out of here, and it was right where it is. So it must have happened like right after we left.
So scary.
I couldn't tell what was in his bucket. There's like a giant gray metal box.
Yeah, I saw
that
something there.
I think he was moving it, and
I don't know what that
Oh.
was.
whatever was in there, I don't know.
That's a bad deal. People die that way, so hopefully it all turned out okay. A buddy of mine, his dad tipped a tractor over and got crushed and killed 2 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
And a few people where I grew up, well, a couple people got crushed by tractors. It's a bad deal.
Wow.
Oh, that's what I was saying too. I was like, the guys that drive those every day, they're not buckled up.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, they don't buckle up every single time they jump in, you know? You drive
Maybe
the
they're
car
just
and all
doing
wear a
maintenance, you know,
helmet. Yeah.
on the undercarriage.
Yeah, that's what it
Easier.
was.
It's just inspecting the tracks.
What do we got for ledger attachment?
It just said that it needed 2 2x for bearing. They're like, what is this?
If it can hold them,
I
that's a
just
good
did that
sign.
yesterday, so it's new to them. I was expecting there to be
H25A
Oh,
or
there is something in there. You're right. Okay.
and then also this shows hardware for attaching all of these rafters into the hip. He does show hardware for these, so you'll have to get him to give you a legitimate hanger for those, or find one yourself, unfortunately.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's just saying to hang this beam lower than these ones.
Look at the measure attachment to. So this one shows 3 in every stud.
They wanted me to put this beam because they were a different pitch.
Okay.
They wanted me to put it like halfway into this room.
Yeah.
So like this is where I actually put it in the corner
Yeah.
instead of putting it all the way in there.
So is that a 12-inch glue lamp?
It's the same thing that they called for, yeah. $26.
Yes. This showed you did more.
Yeah, I did 16 on center. They called for
Yeah.
24, and I
Okay.
was like, no way, dude.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, maybe their structural calculations like checked off on that, but with all the snow coming off the roof and it only being 312, I was like, with it not being heated in here, I know it's gonna hold snow a little bit, and I don't want to.
You've driven up and down this canyon a few times and seen a few failures, haven't you?
Yeah, for sure. I think
On brand new builds too, not even old houses.
our trusses on the garage are 24 on center. And even with it being 10-12, like walking on that, I was like, I felt like I could just fall through. I was like, I'm not doing that on this roof.
All you have to do to not have a concern is follow the approved plans. As long as you
I'm
follow
trying.
the approved plans, that's everything else. No big deal.
Then if it falls and then if it caves in, it's their problem.
So
It's always your problem, Trent.
I remember seeing lots of videos with snow blowers back and forth here.
Oh.
It's gonna be so sad
Now I
now.
have this
Sad.
really nice snowblower and it has nowhere to go.
It's gonna be the best thing ever.
Go down onto that patio back there.
Well, it's a good thing you guys were up here for 2 of the hardest winters in the last many, many years.
Yeah,
You think?
seriously.
Yeah,
Now we'll be over prepared every year.
it's better than underprepared.
Yeah.
Our inspector's here giving us an inspection on the framing for the roof over the deck, and he was just saying everything will be fine as long as you follow the plans, which is literally one of Trent's hardest things.
It's not just me.
It's probably everybody.
Somebody commented that it was a structural engineer, and they were saying what is actually built and what the structural engineer calls for is pretty much never the same, and that after you're done building, a lot of times you'll have a structural engineer come out to like spec everything as built
Okay.
to like verify everything.
We actually do that a lot with some of the
So it's not just Trent, is what you're saying.
only Trent now. No one else does it.
While he's here, the inspector is being very generous with his time and allowing us to request another inspection on the framing for the deck on the back of the garage so that we can put some deck boards on and get this wrapped up.
My sewer line is right there,
Okay.
and so I didn't want to pour a pad on top of the sewer line, and so I just went this direction instead. But I have this intermediate pier, so I'm going to have them support that metal staircase in the middle and then attach to that.
Submit one plan and stick with it. It'd be easier.
The problem is the original frame or the original plans for this was just the garage with no side parts,
Okay.
and the stairs were on the inside of the garage. And after we put that staircase in, the parking
No
space, the parking space was like 12 feet long.
Now see, here it is. It's on
It's
there.
like, what vehicle even fits
For
in
a
there?
side by side.
Yeah, for like a four-wheeler.
So you screw.
So,
Come up with some more additions to do.
yeah. Hopefully not. Hopefully we'll be done.
I feel like it's gonna take a minute to. I probably won't wrap this up till next fall.
You'll get so used to building though that when you're done, you'll sit down and you'll be like, now what do we do?
Yeah.
But all right, thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming up.
You guys have a good day.
You too. Thank you. It's the roof over the deck. Yeah. Yeah. The good news is we don't have to tear it down and start over. That would be terrible.
I'm very excited that our inspection went relatively well. There are two things that we need, and that's that our deck needs hurricane ties, which for some reason, everywhere I looked in the plans, I couldn't find any call out for hurricane ties, which seemed really weird to me that the house has to have hurricane ties, but the deck doesn't, because the deck is basically like a giant parachute umbrella thing. So obviously we need that. So we're gonna have 68 hurricane ties that we're gonna have to go and pick up and install. And then all of our bastard hip jack rafters that attach to the beam, they're all just nailed in with 16s. And the plans call for brackets, but the brackets are wrong. So I'm gonna have to email our structural engineer, ask him what he wants us to do. I'm gonna show him what we've done and ask him if maybe we can just do like some screw details. That would be very easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and go write that email, and then I'm jumping in the excavator and we're moving more dirt today. All right, so around here I am wearing a lot of hats. I'm basically a construction worker, I'm an excavator, I'm a plumber, I'm the general, the foreman, all of these things, and I'm the safety inspector, right? Now, I do a lot of things that a lot of people question, but I'm actually about as safe as it gets. And I'm not doing anything that's out of my realm of safety, and I know when I'm pushing the limits and when I'm not. And when I'm getting on the internet and I don't have Surfshark, I'm definitely pushing the limits. And today's video is sponsored by Surfshark. For those of you guys that don't know, Surfshark is a VPN, which is a virtual private network. Now, a virtual private network is something that protects you when you go online. If you've ever logged on to an unsecure network that's like a free Wi-Fi that doesn't need a password, you're actually putting yourself in a very vulnerable situation because anybody else connected to that Wi-Fi has access to your computer, your phone, your tablet, all of your valuable, vulnerable information. Now, sometimes getting a hold of something on your phone, like a picture of your dog, isn't that big of a deal, but if somebody gets a hold of your social security number, your home address, it becomes pretty serious, and it's very easy to protect yourself. All you need is a VPN. And Surfshark is an excellent VPN, and it only costs a couple bucks a month. We started using it when we were traveling in a van, always going to different Wi-Fis all over the place, and we have kept using Surfshark all this time. We have it on all of our phones, on all of our laptops, our computers, everything. We are always protected when we get on the internet. Basically, for anybody who doesn't have a VPN, you absolutely need one, and we love Surfshark. So if you guys want to take advantage of their deal right now, you can click the link in our description or go to surfshark.com/Trent and Allie and use coupon code Trent and Allie. You'll get an extra 4 months free when you sign up. So go check them out. I wanted to say thanks again to Surfshark for sponsoring today's video. Now I'm gonna put on my safety inspector hat and head back outside.
Brandon and Grayson are up on the roof and finishing up some exterior insulation on the front of the house. Trent has already hopped into the excavator and is trying to get as much regrading and dirt moving done as possible.
Mother, you're the sweetest girl. Angels sent down to this world. I love you more than words could ever say. Every day's a new beginning. Life is just a game you're winning. Every time you look, an open door. So run right out, chase the sunlight. Nothing left to do but do right. Martha, you're the one my heart beats for. Martha, my darling, your name I keep calling.
I know we joke around a lot, but after seeing that excavator tipped over this morning and hearing the inspector talk about people he knows personally that have died from excavators that have tipped over or tractors that have tipped over and crashed and pinned people and killed them, it definitely just re-emphasizes the need for Trent to be super safe. And obviously I'm just the nervous wife. Like I care about him, so I want him to be as safe as possible, but I know he does take safety very seriously when he's driving the machines. Even when things tend to freak me out, he always has it under control, and he's always trying to keep safety at the forefront, which I very much appreciate.
Martha, my darling, Your name I keep calling. Heartaches forgotten when you lie with me. Down in the holler, in mansion or squalor. Arthur, where you are is where I'll be. Arthur, where you are is where I'll be.
Did you see that excavator this morning?
Yeah, that was wild.
Isn't that insane?
I mean, that was a scary ride.
Seriously. I know, I wonder who those owners are. I haven't met them.
I saw him over there digging in the morning, like
Okay.
driving up that sketchy driveway.
So scary.
It's like, dude, that's recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
I really wish I could do this faster. It's just like 10,000 times of driving back and forth,
Yeah.
pushing dirt, driving on it, pushing it, driving on it. Rewarding when it's done.
It's gonna
but
be so cool.
hopefully.
Oh, for sure.
A lot of dirt to push around. And
Do you
then I gotta
think-
get in the skid steer and smooth it all out and work in the skid steer.
Do you think we'll need rocks behind as well next year or something?
Up here?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, really? Good. Okay. So you're just working on this path?
Just trying to create drainage.
50-foot long panels of roofing?
57 actually.
57 is what you've
That's the
done?
longest I've done.
How long are these panels on the addition?
35.
That sounds long.
It is long.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you do 35 with 2 guys?
I would prefer 3.
Yeah.
1 on the roof and 2 on ladders. And then 1 guy on the bottom to pivot it up.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
it's sketchy, especially if it's windy. But
Oh my
I
gosh.
choose a nice non-windy day.
I think it's
Okay.
Scott's guy that's gonna make the panels.
He's gonna make them up here because they're too long to transport. That's wild. That's exciting. Roofing is coming, but it's coming in pieces.
Waiting for you in a town.
What did you find today?
Yes.
What is it?
It's a
Let me see it. Put your hand out like this so I can see it. A rock? Is it a pretty rock?
no.
What is it? An ugly rock?
No, it's not. It has some mango.
No.
Every sentence.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I'll do this. I want some mango. Adds that on. He's just hoping you'll say yes eventually.
You seen any snakes?
I've not seen any snakes.
Okay, that's good.
Haven't been looking though.
Are we expecting another guest up here today?
Yeah,
Do you know when he's coming?
probably like half hour.
Oh, excellent. Cool. That's great. Are you switching to the skid steer soon, or are you still doing some?
Yeah, I've just got to fill in a little bit more here with some of this dirt, and then I'm gonna jump in the skid steer and start smoothing things out.
I have a special request from Leo eventually, it doesn't have to be right now, to put 1 or 2 rocks back in his treehouse because it's very, it's a mudslide right now. It's a loose dirt slide.
We'll make sure this is Leo's tree house. Maybe we'll just build a little house under the tree that he can hang out in even in the winter.
You would love that!
That'd be cool, a little igloo.
Yeah, perfect. It's been a busy couple days up here. We've got people coming in and out pretty much nonstop. Somebody else is supposed to be coming up here in about half an hour to work a little bit on the deck. I think that's who it is. We'll see when they arrive. Everybody else is having some lunch, a little snack inside. Trent is just hard at work trying to get as much of this done as possible because he does not want to draw it out any longer than it needs. What are you eating?
Some pasta.
Pasta. Ooh, it's green.
This.
Wow.
What is this?
An olive?
Olives are yummy.
Damn.
All right, switching things up, moving to the skid steer.
Must have been something I forgot. All this time, it was never enough. So please slow.
It's a good thing you filled up those gas cans the other day.
Yep. Hey, what?
Look at this tower.
Whoa, look at that tower.
So either they trip the breaker, which is an easy fix, he's just gonna go reset it, and then the internet will come back on, or they put a screw through a wire. Then we have a problem. So hopefully the breaker was tripped.
Breaker whip, or are they using
The stuff on the deck
Okay.
is all connected to the sunroom, so that would have killed the internet.
Okay, gotcha.
So like the saw or something could have tripped the breaker. We hope.
Hopefully no screw.
Hopefully no screw.
Oh, reset.
All right. Now I gotta go check the outlets in the sunroom and see if they're working. We're good. Crisis averted. How's it going?
My wife, Allie.
Hello.
How you doing?
So basically the staircase and some of the railing is going to go over there, and then the rest of it will be on this deck.
All right, so stair.
I have a welder and stuff. I'm like, maybe I should just make my own railings. This would be cool. And then I'm like, just trying to get him down to a powder coater, it's not even worth
Right,
it. If I
it's
tried to
it's
build
a
them out
pain.
here, it'd be so stupid.
I don't know if you guys have a time span on this or whatever, but it's actually probably good timing because we're kind of in
Sweet.
between
Lulling a
heavy
little bit.
jobs.
Okay. Before snowfall.
Before October.
All right, I'll get to it then.
Okay. Well, that's super exciting. Casey, Trent's cousin, he's gonna help fabricate some really amazing, I think, steel handrails for this deck that are gonna really polish it up, make it look really nice and super solid and safe. Someone from his company is up here measuring right now. We're just talking through all the little intricate details of what the handrail should look like. I think they're actually gonna help build the stairs on the back of the garage as well. And it sounds like they're only a couple weeks out, so we'll probably be able to get all of that done in the next month or so, definitely before it snows. Get angry. How you doing?
Hungry.
I bet. What are you weighing in at right now?
Probably like 151, 150 and a half.
Trent has been trying to cut weight for this big, it's a Worlds, right? People from all over the world compete here. Worlds is happening in Vegas for jiu-jitsu, and he's competing, which is very exciting. Most of his gym is actually going. There's, what do you think, like 30 guys?
Yeah, I think so. I think we have 30.
Of all different belts.
Yep.
Kind of like wrestling or any other grappling sport, I don't know. Or boxing is probably the same. You want to be at the top of your weight class, not at the bottom of your weight class. So he's right at the top, and he's been hungry all week.
If I have 2 meals in a day, I go over the weight limit. So I got to be really diligent for the next 2 days.
And really hangry.
I'm really hangry.
Just careful of snakes.
I think I got to take a bunch of this dirt and put it all up at the base of all the pillars, and then grade that all out this direction. Because right now we have this big pond that settles in the middle.
You really got to do it from the windows, from under the deck. But
No,
there's no way to
not-
get under
There's not
there.
going to be any water under the deck now.
Okay.
Before the snow.
Oh,
would go through the
yeah, of
deck.
course.
Yeah.
It's covered.
Yeah,
What
it's
am I
almost like we put
thinking?
a roof over the
Oh
deck.
my gosh. Wow, huge problem solved right there. That's cool.
You're a mess.
When your soul is lonely, sad and blue, ain't got no love and shoulders to lean on. There's always a sunny side across the river. Take a ride, take a swim, and all your worries go away. Go across the river and you'll be fine. Go counting winners, it's right down sunny side.
I'm in here feeding Billy and all I hear is you going, "That looks risky."
Of course. Just getting a little close to the end.
Okay.
That's funny. I didn't think anyone could hear me.
I only hear stuff like that.
Of course.
Yeah. He's taking calculated risks, I'm sure. But Trent's out there in the machine, being very careful. Billy's in here having his afternoon snack. What do you see? Lights. We're in the lights and ceiling fans phase. Those are pretty crazy, aren't they?
Trying to die. I was watching it, I was like yelling at Trent and Brad, and I'm like, what is he doing? And they're like, don't watch.
Don't watch.
I can't watch, but then I can't not watch. He's gonna die.
It's easier not to watch, I know. All of us passed the excavator tipped over this morning on our way up here, so all of us are like, we've got that fresh in our minds that's the consequences of what happens if something happens. And of course, Trent's doing risky business in the machine, as usual. Everyone is worried about you.
Why?
Because of that excavator that tipped over. Now watching you work over on that edge. Even Brandon.
I was doing it, I was like, I guarantee everybody's like, Trent's gonna end up like that guy who tipped over.
Everyone is making comments, even
Wasn't
Brandon.
even buckled up either.
I knew it!
Well, I was one of the times.
You got a buckle, buddy. Looks nice over there. It's flattest it's been in a long time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably ever, actually.
The best this front yard's looked.
Seriously.
If we just keep doing this, we might gain an extra acre.
Yeah, probably.
Pushing it out.
That's funny.
Are you guys getting itchy?
Dude, I'm so itchy. I've been itchy all week.
That's Leo's excuse. Now, when anything is something that he doesn't like breakfast, no, it's too itchy. Dinner, no, it's too itchy. I can't.
Oh, God. What's on that circuit? Everything in the kitchen?
No,
Dad, I saw a frog.
You saw a frog?
There.
Was it the Princess and the Frog? What's that show?
No, it's a brown
A
one.
brown one?
There.
Wasn't green? With
No.
a little dirt on him?
Yeah, he was like blackish.
Who showed it to you?
Brandon.
Yeah.
But
I saw him trying to catch it. I thought it was a grasshopper.
Ah.
it's a
I wouldn't have
grasshopper.
wasted my time with that.
So I was like, what's he doing?
I thought it was the dead snake. I was like, get that out of here.
No.
It was a live frog.
Yeah.
Reminded me of the shrew.
Little tiny baby frog.
Aww. Marty.
Marty the mole. Yeah.
That was a long time
We had
ago.
a shrew like climb into the foundation when we were first building the house before we'd done any framing. They had just done excavation. We like found this little thing. We're like, oh, it's a mouse, and we're like, this is not a mouse. What is this thing?
Funny looking
It's like-
mouse.
And they're like blind. They don't have eyes, and they're like, it's weird.
They look
So
like a mole.
cute. Yeah, it looks like a
Almost,
mole.
they are, like,
Delicious. Can I have a bite? It's good.
Grandma,
Thank you. Mmm.
the last time.
No, that's for you. Thank you, Leo. Thanks for sharing. Mmm, yummy.
This is all Dad does use all day.
No.
Eat more.
Yeah.
That's why you were having poor decisions and trying to drive off the cliff.
Picturing Jennifer the whole time. I was like, these guys are freaking out. I think I'm gonna tip the excavator over.
It was like teetering. Like a few times I was like, it's going.
Yeah.
It's tipping. He's gone.
When I was trying to pick up the dirt.
When you were like shoving it over the edge. And then you were like you were pushing it, and then like the scoop was like hanging over. It's like the weight of it was gonna plunge you to your death.
Yeah.
And you didn't care. Because you have no food.
Yeah.
And you're starving.
It's not worth living.
It was like all across the nation.
Whoa.
World?
It's worlds, yeah. So people are coming from all over the
whole
the world.
The whole world.
The whole world. How many people are in your weight class?
Like 8.
Out of the whole world.
Wow.
Oh boy.
No wonder he's been so dedicated.
I'm still a white belt, so
Okay.
not a lot of white belt people want to travel, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Frank's having a good time. Lika's having a good time. Is that a good girl? Yes. Yes. Leo's having fun. You having fun? Yeah. Billy's having fun. Allie's having fun. I'm trying to have fun. I'm just so over dirt work. But
There's so many moving parts right now.
yeah, it's true.
I mean, there's a lot happening.
Things are very hectic right now, and they're actually going to get a lot more hectic as we progress into fall, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing,
It's
but
a good thing.
I'm prepared for it.
Yeah, it's the busy season, and that means lots of progress and huge transformations.
Yeah, it's going to be a little wild, but we're going to be here having fun. If you guys want to come and hang out with us, we would greatly appreciate that, but I think this is when we're going to let you guys go. So if you guys enjoyed coming along on today's adventure, make sure you show us by giving us a big thumbs up on today's video. Consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already.
Thank you guys. We love you.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Say adios.
Adios.